Welcome back to Crypto's juiciest news. Bitcoin, 98,000 American dollars, hanging around here. Bitcoin stopped the party for all the altcoins. That's what everyone is here for. However, the Bitcoin dominance, friends, is still super strong. But it's still in these massive wicks. So that's what we're waiting for. There's also been some breaking news and breaking developments. The SEC has got some really positive words to say about moves you can take if you're an altcoin and get the securities label removed. And also David Sachs has been speaking, so I'm just going to go through that now. But yeah, before we even check that out, check out the market. What are they doing? This is the others BTC ratio, still clobbered. Everything's still clobbered. I know a lot of people feel sick. Your dopamine's gone. Feels really bad, man. Just been losing for a very long time. Yeah, man, I can't make any promises that everything's going to turn around, if ever. I can't make that promises, friends. I don't know. I look at the past. I'm like, okay, well, how did people make it? Were they super smart? No, they just held. They had no idea what the hell they were doing. They just held. They just held and as things turned around. You know, like if you go back, friends, if you even go back here, when altcoins are getting obliterated here, okay? Now, this is, by the way, this is the worst performing altcoins in history by far. But it is what it is. It's not like it's anyone's fault. It's that people came in and they lost too much money. They lost way too much money in each cycle. So now what do people do? They don't want to hold anything. Okay, they don't want to hold anything whatsoever. They keep trading. It's also no surprise that yesterday or 2 days ago, the violent drop, it wiped out like $8 billion of money. Real money. It was, everybody's on leverage. Everyone's on super leverage. They're taking big losses. But yeah, you're going to cop it. So I've heard from every single retailer, it's a trader's cycle. So I got a feeling it won't be. I got a feeling it's going to be a holder's cycle. Either we go a bit longer or like maybe we go to January next year. But what would a holder's cycle be? Well, you literally, I don't know, man, maybe the proper alt season is like wave number 2. Maybe this one's a bit damp and everyone thinks it's a trader's cycle, and then by the end of it we win, and all these people who were trying to like trade JPEG coins and swap around out here, they lose. But yeah, I'm just guessing, man. Yeah, it could be a trader's cycle. Could be a trader's cycle. I know just traders get wrecked, right, friends? Look, there's no point even making thousands of trades because the scammers just keep minting new coins. Right, so that's what people do. They get into the business of supplying tokens. That's what they do. You know, it's very nihilistic, very dystopian. But yes, just to continue on with the news. So David Sachs, this gentleman, he's been literally speaking just an hour ago. He gave a speech. He said that the USA is going to enter a golden age with crypto. He's also said they're going to reevaluate the Bitcoin reserve for the government. And he said stable coins will have potential to ensure the US dollar dominance internationally, which is very true. So the faster, this is what, friends, this is what, like, what I see in my mind. And look, I don't know, I'm just guessing, dude. I don't know. But what I think is happening is they've told Trump, hey, the most amount of stable coins is on Ethereum. They have $150 billion. They got the biggest dominance. They got 60% of the world's stable coins is on Ethereum. You got to own Ethereum, dude. You got to control that. It's not on Solana. It's not the JPEG PumpFun trash. The stable coins are on Ethereum. You can see it right here. Yeah? Stable coins market cap. This is on Ethereum. 120 billion. That's big, right? That's big. That's big. 120 billion. If you look at, I guess, the stable coins for everything, stable coins is 218. So yes, Ethereum has the big bulk share. I think Solana's only got like 8. And if you want to ensure US dollar dominance to control all the ramps, they need control of that. That, to me, explains in my mind why Eric Trump said, guys, you got to buy ETH. That's why he's pretty much shilling it. And it makes sense, right? Because if they got to control the US dollar, yeah. So that also explains why Donald Trump has $400 million of ETH and he's only got like $60 million of Bitcoin. Yeah, they probably know that, you know, Ethereum is an on-ramp for the US dollar. It helps. And that's more aligned, and Bitcoin isn't. Bitcoin's trying to compete with the US dollar. Yeah, even though they say they don't, they know they are. Yes, so that's something to think about. So yeah, I've done a lovely write-up here as well, friends. You can enjoy the picture here with me. Whee! Ethereum. So yeah, just to summarize everything I went through. So why does Trump favor Ethereum over Bitcoin? You know now, right? It's the stable coins. Bitcoin is store of value. It rivals the US dollar. Yeah, it rivals it. Ethereum does not say it's a store of value. They got these cute little things. No. It's just the rails, man. It's the rails for it. Yes, it's the platform for it. It's the platform for the US's store of value. That's what it is. Now, Bitcoin doesn't have the tech done. It can't. Yes. So you get it now? Ethereum is the platform for the US dollar store of value. Thank you. Come on board. We've got all the stable coins there on Ethereum. And yes, the Bitcoin doesn't have any of that. Bitcoin's like, we don't need your store of value, bro. We got the best store of value. Listen, man. You can say whatever you want, bro. I know how governments work. So it's coming, friends. It has to come. It has to come. Like, it's like, why would you, as a US government, as a treasury, looking at this, go, hey, we got the money printer, bro. We can mint the stable coins. Let's choose the chain where we have all our stable coins there already. That's probably what's going to happen. And if you look at it like this perspective, right? Ethereum helps the US dollar. Bitcoin fights the US dollar. It's all coming together now. And that's why, friends, first mover advantage is extremely important in crypto network effects, right? Because like, okay, Solana, you can do all these applications, but all the money just first threw itself into one place, which is meth. Now, I'm hoping that, like, over time, I'm hoping that we all win and stuff, but you can see how in the next administrations, especially in the next 3-4 years, as it becomes obvious, everyone's using the US dollar. You should all hold our coins, our US dollar coins, because if it's like they have government debt. If they want to keep expanding and doing stuff, they have to spend money. Yeah, how do they spend money? They release bonds. Yes, but the bonds are worthless if they just hand out too much. They need to keep people holding the bonds, which is holding the US dollar. They've got to keep people storing value in it. So even if they say, oh, we love crypto, we love the tech, yeah, what are they incentivized to tell you to do, right? Just like if you had a coin and someone new comes to crypto, yes, let's say you had a coin, yeah. Are you incentivized to tell them to hold your coin or to go buy a new poopy coin? You're incentivized to tell them to hold your coin, okay? So it's the same thing when it comes to US dollar. Well, the US government, they hold their own coin. They make their own coins. And Ethereum is the rail for that. And that explains why Trump, they've been buying the crap out of this ETH BTC. They've been buying. Man, like, this, dude, I wouldn't be surprised, friends, if the US government, they sign in, it's not Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, just, I won't be surprised if they add Ethereum in there. Okay? I will not be surprised. It makes all the sense in the world. Bitcoin doesn't have the rails. Now, by the way, Bitcoin Maxis will say, no, we do have the rails. It's layer 2, it's other network. Yeah, but how long are you going to take, bro? If you got to implement all them, it's not, they can't do it as fast. They just can't. So this is ETH BTC. Ethereum Spot ETF couldn't even make this go up. But maybe Donald Trump saying, hey, you're actually going to support the US dollar. Maybe that's going to go up. So we'll check it out. Moving on, friends. Got some breaking news. SEC Commissioner. So let's actually go to the post here. So the SEC Commissioner, crypto mom, Hester Pierce. So I actually show you her. Hester Pierce. She's been on the board. She's awesome. Hester is on our side. She's awesome. Hester. So Hester, she's been like, she was next to Gary Gensler. She's basically like, she's like, I don't know what these guys are doing. I don't know what. Deep state, bro. We know deep state. But yeah, she's been on our side the whole time. She released a clarity speech saying that they're going to give temporary, prospective, and retroactive relief, which means if you've been done hard by the corrupt SEC, we're going to retroactively remove it off you. For crypto coins, if you were targeted, which is beautiful, man. So she's got she's got a task force. She's got multiple things out. They're going to do them in order of operation. I'll actually show it to you now. So this is very, very, very relevant for PulseChain. Very relevant for the whole ecosystem, yes? Because now there's a path of retroactive relief. Whoa. You know, that's beautiful. So PulseX, Hex, everything gets affected. But then the new condition is they said you got to provide us some information and keep it updated. You never know. It might be, hey, here's a phone number. Give us an address. Give us someone so we can call. Give us some registrations, whatever it is. Okay, it's pretty cool. Sign some papers, you know, just to make some bag pumps. And they have to also agree, please don't contest the SEC further, which I like that. That's actually real. They said, don't contest the SEC further. Yeah, so that'd be nice. Like, hey, okay, you do this, but you got to tell your lawyers to back off. Sign off. Okay, see us. That's awesome. They're basically they're waving the white flag. Yes, and I'm also waving my Pokeball at you, catching you, because you're my friend every single day. So we can enjoy some music together.
Step by step when you're moving in. When you come to the club and you're tuning in. Hold tight to your man cause I'm moving in. 4x4.
We still need a bit of time for these to get through as well. All the tokens get deemed non-securities. They would be able to freely trade and not require specific rego with the SEC. And it would be like a pathway out of the fog. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to quickly, because friends, this is like the absolute pivotal climactic breaking news. This is her whole speech, but she's got like these 5 points that she said, these are the things they're going to do in order of operation. Number one, the status under securities is fundamental to resolving questions. Okay. Number two, that's just no one cares. Security status. Okay, that's pretty much it. So we got to get this security status thing. Number two, scoping. Okay, working to help identify some areas of the jurisdiction. That's actually interesting. So what will they do? That's because that's a big part of Richard Hart's thing, right? Look at this. They're talking about no action letters, and who cares about that? Number three was the one I went through, coin and token offerings. So they're thinking of recommending the commission that they do retroactive, removing of this stuff. Registered offerings. The task force will consider working with staff to modify existing paths to rego. So they're boosting everything up. They're basically making everything more clear. And yeah, all the other stuff ahead. That's wonderful. To get the big money in, because here's the thing, like, there's funds out there, they got $1 billion, yeah? And they want to throw 10 million into crypto. Yeah, but all they can do is buy Bitcoin. That's got regulatory clear. That's clear for the regulation, right? They don't know if they're buying this other stuff, if they're just, are we committing fraud or illegal things by buying this coin? Like, did I hand money over to a criminal without knowing? Because they have all these all these overheads. Because hey, who am I dealing with? Who is actually grabbing this money? Because they don't have any laws for this. They got no idea. They're like, oh, am I going to get in trouble? Like, did I give money to someone illegally and they went and did crime? Are you guys going to come back and come after us? Like, hey, we gave $1 million into this one altcoin. We had no idea that they were building bombs to bomb him. I'm serious. Were they literally making explosive weapons and we were funding it on the internet? We had no idea what the hell we were doing. So they're like, and they don't give a crap because they don't see the future fence because they're already rich. Because they have so much money, they're already making the fees and stuff. It's not, you and I are the hungry ones. We front run them. That's what we're in here. We're in here already long and strong, because we don't need this regulatory clarity. We're like, let me go in, let me get in. These people got to figure this stuff out. And if you wait for them to finally figure it out, it's game over. Yeah. So I hope I shared a lot of this perspective out here for you, friends. So you have this SEC stuff. But yeah, checking out some of the comments. Shout out to Mr. Duhawks. You're awesome. Richard gonna be like, I'm not bending the knee. I'm not giving you info. Matty Allen, the coming and register trap. Haha, what are they relieving then if you have to sign up for jurisdiction? That's what we're fighting in court and about to win. This thinking about the possibility from Crypto Mom is irrelevant. So people have mixed feelings. This sounds like the second most bullish news we could get aside from a dismissal, yet no reaction from the market. So yeah, friends, that's pretty much, I think it's innocent at the start. That's all government stuff. It's innocent at the start. Come in and register, do all this stuff. It comes back to haunt you like 8 to 10 years later. That's what it comes. That's what it is. But look, man, it's not about these specifics. It's that the whole SEC has like been told, yo, we got to do retroactive stuff. You know what I mean? Because friends, it is relevant to us because now everybody at the SEC. Like, dude, if your company has a policy, like let's say you're a cop, and then the police commission, let's say you arrested 30 people last month, yes, because you're following instructions from someone, yeah, and then the police commissioner comes out and says, hey, just to let you know, we've opened up this new task force to deal with all those people you arrested. Because it was like we have to retroactively, they could have not been arrested for the right reasons. They were accidentally arrested. Some of them, or many of them, or a lot of them, actually almost all of them. So then as a cop, you'd be like, oh crap. So you're looking at those people. You're like, oh, I thought you were a criminal, but wow, I guess something messed up here. You know what I mean? It just changes the temperature in the room. And it installs like a new vibe now. That's what you want. It's like, because it's like it's wide enough that everyone's understanding it now. Hopefully just reverberates through the whole SEC, especially when it comes to our bags. But yeah, ultimately, friends, it comes down to the ETH price anyway, man. Like you can talk around and do all this stuff. It just comes back to the ETH price, man. It's like you had everything the same as Bitcoin. You even had the Ethereum Spot ETF. You know, like just imagine, right? If we didn't have the Ethereum Spot ETF, what would you be saying with me? We'd be saying, oh, if only they had the ETF. That made Bitcoin go up. You know, we were meant to get the ETF, but there's no excuse. We did get the Ethereum Spot ETF. It didn't do shit. Interesting just how these news events, the market cycle is bigger than that, man. It's bigger than that. It's a big beast. It's just, I don't know, it's a simulation, right? It's kind of like you're watching a show. It doesn't matter what you feel right now about a character, you know, they're going to die in the next episode. Or, you know, they're going to get injured and they're going to disappear for like a week or two or something from the show. And there's nothing you and I can do about it. Just watching this show. You know? Maybe in 12 months, we'll be literally euphoric. I've seen it. You can go from deep fear to euphoria in 30 days. No, sorry, in 100 days, 3 months. Yeah, so absolutely big things can happen in 12 months. I mean, like, just to give you an example, dude. Like, you know, for people who don't think we can go up, I just want to remind you, it was literally game over on March 2020. Yeah, it was literally game over. And 12 months later, euphoria starts. March 2021. Yes, so absolutely in 12 months, you can get towards euphoria up there. You can in 12 months, from peak fear to peak euphoria. This is the Bitcoin weekly chart. So we're above the green weekly super trend still. You know, a lot of people saying it's over, top is in, all these other things. Look, I'm just going to follow these principles, man. As long as Bitcoin is above this green weekly super trend, bull market's on. That's what happened in 2017. I don't know where the price is going to stop. I don't know. Okay, but I'll just show you back to every single cycle, by the way, friends. Yep, as long as it's green. Okay, when it flips red and closes red, okay, it's over. That's now January. It's over. Okay, everything is blown up by that point. By the way, this was alt season wave 2. Yes, just to let you know. Alt season wave 2 was here, and then pretty much that happened. So that's what I'm going to be following. You know, I know, man. When you say, because when you think bull market, you think, hey, man, the things that are meant to be going up. I know, friends. I know. Maybe we're delayed a month or 2 or 3. Just, I know, man. It's wearing you out. Trust me, it's wearing me out too. Now, friends, what's been going on in PulseChain? Obviously, there's been PumpTires, so it's basically a launch pad for JPEGs. And what I've noticed, friends, is man, I know some of you guys are you're gonna get decimated. Some of you, because I made a term for me. I invented the term JPEG Coins to separate all these altcoins. So JPEG, you start off as a JPEG because that's all you are. You got minted 5 minutes ago. You're just a picture on the internet. You're literally a JPEG. Yeah. Your average liquidity amount is about 72 hours. Then it all rugs. That's from Solana. You got 1% win rate. Yeah. Just like a JPEG. I show you 100 pictures. One of them's going to catch your eye. Yeah. 99 aren't. You just forget about them the next hour. Yeah. If you live long enough, like 6 months, you become the meme because you're like a JPEG that everyone loves now. You know, you're a meme. You're a meme. You're a meme. Community, meme. Yes. You advance. You evolve from that. You become a cult. Because the cult is you now actually look like a psychopath now, because the volatility, everyone's still there. Everybody still supports. Like even in poker chain, friends, like Pika, for example, and everything else out there, there's been all these vampires and other tickers launching and other narratives. They're still here. You see what I mean? But that's where you evolve into the cult. You start evolving in there after time. And energy, of course. Then you make a big enough. That's got to go a long way. I mean, like XRP is pretty much still an army. XRP cult still there after all those years, but they're trying to become a religion. That's why they're really trying to sign themselves to become like CBDC light. They actually become, you see what I mean? That's the journey. It depends where you enter in, right? Yes. So just be careful, friends. I'll just show you like look what happens to look. Remember Vine? So Vine was it's like 7 seconds of TikTok, that old thing, and then it just didn't work out. The Vine creator launched a coin, hit 500 million market cap. This is a daily chart, down 80, down, and it starts going down. You know what I mean? So this is just a reality of a lot of them, friends. So even something, doesn't matter how high of a market cap it hits. That's actually interesting a lot of the JPEG coins, the market cap size didn't matter. It's everyone's attention span. That's something fascinating, yeah? They only run for like 3 to 7 days, then they run out, done. And in those 3 to 7 days, you can hit 1 million market cap or 10 million or 100 million. This thing hit 500 million and then you're done. Same as, by the way, Trump. Same thing with Trump. You get launched, check it out. 1, 2, and 3, 4, then yeah, down to $16. Interesting. Why is that? It's because you're JPEGs, bro. You don't, like, you just come into existence, oversupply of coins. Now's the groundwork. If you believe in the community believes, you got to form a community because everyone's just trading with each other. Yeah. We're also having some fun as well, friends. So leaked footage of Vitalik in the club. This is awesome. Here he is right here. That's awesome. Go Vitalik. Go Vitalik. Man, he's going wild. Look at him. He is going absolutely wild. This guy. You know, we deserve the biggest pump now. I mean, like, I have all the theory and in Ethereum. Ethereum is government friendly, man. This is, it's so weird how, like, everyone's calling Ethereum, like, too much soy. Like, bro, do you know what soy means, dude? It means you're literally government friendly. You're the first guy that or whatever you are. You're the first, like, non-binary thing, item, entity thing, whatever you want to identify as today. You're the first doorknob that the government picks. You're the closest in there. It's kind of funny how that's seen, like, as a negative now. But if we look back, man, if Ethereum doesn't end up pumping from here, just remember this time. Because why are they going to be pumping? They go to the stable coins. They're US friendly. US government friendly. And everyone's like, remember that time when being seen as US friendly was seen as negative? Even though the US government was actively buying the coin, that might be what comes out later. So yes, today, friends, we saw PulseChain core coins. I want to share something with you. So PulseChain core coins dumping big hits from PDI and Purple Bitcoin. Also Hex, 10% and stuff out here. So everything's poop. But actually what's happened, friends, is remember, we have not made the pie bigger. Yes, that's pretty much it. Now, if you are trading the coins, you have to remember that, look, for everyone to win, the pie has to get bigger, yeah? So, look, I know, like, if you're an orthodox Richard Hart coin believer and you don't like the trading and stuff out here, it's all right, man. Like, you live in a city, yeah? I'm sure your city's got brothels, right? I've probably been to half of them. I'm joking. I'm sure your city's got brothels and strip clubs. You know what I mean? Maybe I've eaten at one of those strip clubs, friends. I probably have on a Tuesday. When you're looking at something like that, do you go there every day? No. Does your priest go there? No. Does your high school teacher go there? No. Right? Do the basketball players that represent your city, do they go there? Probably not. Maybe. You see what I mean? But then not during the week. They're training on the basketball floor. You know what I mean? So just because it exists there doesn't mean you have to go there. But because it's the new thing that opened. Look, you know, in 30 days from now, in 1 month, or 2 months, in 3 months, it's not going to be the new thing that opened up again. It's not going to be the new thing. It's just going to be part of the furniture. Yeah. So that's what it's going to come down to. And I have to stress this to you. I've got to make another video just to reiterate it here for you, friends. So Richard Hart core coins. So his coins here on the page. The market caps that you're actually seeing for his coins, you see these numbers? They're dumping right now. You see how we're like 580 million, 80 million, 780. Yes. They are Richard Hart's spirit. Now, do you remember when PulseChain launched? Richard thought, because friends, remember, like, we can only look at this in hindsight. Richard and everyone else thought if you add coins, you're going to get new users from the rest of crypto. Like, if you have just Hex, right? They go, oh, we're going to add PulseChain. Now we're going to get Ethereum people in. Oh, we're going to add PulseX. Now we're going to get Uniswap and other DEX traders and people in. Oh, we're going to, you know what I mean? Like, pretty much that's what we thought would happen. And we add PHEX. So we're going to get even other people in there. No. Instead, we diluted everything. Yes. So we bled out in a bear market, rough, and then those same 250,000 people, which were allocated to Hex, now they got to get allocated to 4 coins. Yeah, and the market chooses what ratios and stuff it's pretty much going to settle at. So everyone got watered down. I guess the theory is like over time, like you water down now and then you can grow later. But yeah, it's been 4 years. How do you think about that right now? Everyone doesn't feel good. Yeah. Now, what Richard's done is, because he has made the JPEG casino and he's supplied the token with more coins, now they will borrow from most of it, right? Not all of them. It's not a perfect formula, but it'll borrow from his market cap. It'll use up his market cap. So you could find that, like, obviously it's hard to like measure all these, but let's say Richard, before his core coins, they were about 3 billion market cap total. Yes. Remember Hex peaked at 45 by itself in 2021, just to show you like Hex all the core coins combined is 3 billion now. So we're still down, like, if you add all of them up, if you pick the ratios right, you're still down like 93% from like 4 years, man. That's rough. So yeah, vicious. So yes, that 3 billion, now that he's supplied like 18 more coins and tickers, the market's now going to borrow off those core coins and go, okay, how are we going to allocate this? What do we do, right? That's why if you're new to the new supplying of a token, you're getting that rotation out here. But you don't know what the market's going to do. You don't know if it's like, look what happened to Inc, right? Inc, $100 at the start and then it dilutes off. You know what I mean? But then it was inflationary, yeah? But ratios and stuff can change. So that's what you do. That's what you just don't know. That's a risk, bro. You know that, dude. You're playing on a PumpFun clone. You know exactly what you're getting into. So yeah, the meme coin he launched like a few. So one of them is Most. It's kind of funny, friends. I'm here 18 hours a day, but I had family events the whole day. Actually, everything was launched, so I couldn't even be in anything. But it doesn't matter. Like, you're having fun anyway. When it comes to these, you don't know where they're gonna settle. Yeah, you don't know where they're going to settle. You know, obviously, it's the same Solana crowd talking. I hear straight away. So because this thing is here, everyone's going. It's going to $1 billion. It's going to $1 billion. Yeah, it's just normal crowd cheering stuff out here. So I guess this is in a different category to the other JPEG tickers because it's Richard Hart who launched it. Yeah, so you're probably like, okay, it's probably gonna be around for the next 6 months. So it's like you just call it a meme coin by now. That's what it comes down to, because you know it'll survive long enough. For everything else, you just don't know. And yeah, it's traders, mercenary, full on. That's why it's a 1% win rate. Like, you know this, but guess there's product market fit for this. That's why PumpFun made 500 million in it. A few things just to go through as well, though. I have some stats here for you. And remember, this was in Bitcoin halving year, not big euphoria year or anything. So that's something else to think about. But if you look at the stats, friends, when we talk about PumpFun, it was only successful in one place, Solana. Yes. So PumpFun, look at the cumulative revenue that PumpFun founders made. They made 500 million pretty much up to here. Yeah, pretty much 500 million. And they collected in Sol and they've been dumping Sol. They've been dumping on everyone. So it is, yeah, it's full on value extractive. So they sell out of the Sol and he just bridged out. He's just literally, the guy's just cashing out. He's like, oh, cool, I'm going to be a billionaire from this. So they hit the jackpot when it comes to this. So obviously, this is in crypto. Everyone, all these like people, founders, they watch everybody else to see what has money flowing and they try to copy paste it. So yes, did Justin Sun try to do that? Absolutely. I want to show you though what happened with Justin Sun's thing. See this purple line? That's the cumulative fees. Yeah. So it only ramped up pretty much here. Yeah, and then it tapered off. So look at this. From August 18, it ramped up August 29. It was about 1.5 to 2 weeks. 2 weeks was this bulk of the fee. So first you had generated $500,000 and then the cumulative fees went up to like 4.5 million. So everybody thought though, like, whoa, that's why everyone was in there. Like, wow, we believe in Justin, Tron's going up, that this thing's going to go up and up. Literally flatline. So I just want to show you, right, since September, So you have like 4 months in 2 weeks it made 4.5 million, and then in 4 months it just makes 1 million. See that purple flatlining line? So that's what we've seen happen everywhere else. Also, you're probably saying, oh, but that's Tron. You know, Tron's probably a flash in the pan. What about other stuff? Well, it's the same pattern with everything else on Ethereum. Ethereum has a new one as well called F-Launch. Same thing, friends. All PumpFun clones. This like they're JPEG launch pads. That's what they are. Launching JPEG coins. You know, everyone's making them. I'm going to show you PumpTires out here. There's a new coin made every second. Like C sucks. Carl the Moon sucks. They're like $16 thrown in here. There's Uwu. There's Big Ding Dong here. There's just an Andy, just an Apple. You know. See, the Microsoft. You see what I mean? They just keep loading up and up and up and up. The current king marked up 21K. So that's what happens on these. Just keep making new JPEGs, new JPEGs, new JPEGs. You know, on PumpFun they have a chat room that's hosted there, so people can like chat with each other. They talk to each other. So like it's basically they try to provide these little features that try to make you a community at the start, which is cool. Just that like nothing can like that's why like it's made it easier, but not for the reasons that are going to benefit you. Like when someone goes out of their way to make a Telegram and to update stuff, and they're making GIFs and stickers of a meme, a picture, a JPEG, they're putting in more effort. So there's higher odds they just don't want to quit in like 3 days. You know, it doesn't guarantee that because then just scammers started doing that. Now the scammers, they're not even optimizing for that. Scammers are just full on optimizing for how do I get a bot that just keeps making me coins because it costs me nothing to make the coins. You know, that's what ends up happening because we've turned altcoin creation into email spam. It's making everybody really, really nervous. I can tell out there. But look, everything's going to be all right. Why? Because Bitcoin was threatened by 20,000 altcoins. Yeah. You kept minting more altcoins. Has Bitcoin gone away? No. No. In fact, Ethereum made 100 million Bitcoin Maxis this cycle. Yeah, I know. You all say the same thing, by the way. You all say it in my Twitter, in my Telegram, in DMs. You all say the same thing. Because I was thinking that too. You're saying, I don't want to touch on the freaking scam altcoin again. I'm just telling you, I'm just relaying it. Everybody's saying that. Just because of how terrible the odds are. Because now we don't have 100 coins to choose from. Now you've got 100,000 per month, right? And you know all the VC roadmap things are trash. So where does that leave PumpTires and where does everything go? You know, it helps with the buy and burn, I guess, with the Pulse. The buy and burn of the Pulse, friends, it doesn't do anything for the price. I made a whole video here for you telling you IBM, the stock, they have done stock buybacks of $140 billion in the past 35 years. 140 billion. But its market cap last year was only like 130 billion. Can you believe that? I did not believe that when I heard that. That's why I had to check. I made a whole video here to tell you. Okay, dude, you wouldn't believe it. This IBM has done stock buybacks bigger than their freaking market cap. She's saying, how the hell does that happen? Well, it just means like just perpetually dumping. They just keep perpetually dumping. That's what it is. Even though there's profits from the company made and they dump it. Which basically means you can't cheat the tokenomics, friends. You literally need believers. And by the way, IBM stock price has been dog shit. It's only like up 2.5x over like 20 years. It's shocking, man. So it's just showing you like if there's no product market fit and stuff out here, you can do all the stock buybacks in the world. There's just no one believing in it to pump. So there you go, friends. In a nutshell, have fun, I guess, with it. 90% core, 10% lottery. But yes, you know now, like just how Bitcoin's dominance, that more altcoins get minted. Yeah, but Bitcoin's product market fit, is it being threatened by them? Still nothing. Still nothing. You have to go invent new ones. That's probably what we're going to see with these other communities and coins. There's always the G to stack, friends. So like, you know, like P-Dye's getting clobbered now, getting murdered. Yeah, but the people who are selling this now, they were probably going to sell at like 5 and 10 cents. They're just selling this thing now and they're like trying to rotate into other stuff. This is just the whole volatility of markets. This is what it comes down to. All of us are suffering because of Ethereum's price. That's what actually it comes down to. Ethereum is heavy. We are all heavy. Doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter. You know, you're yelling at a cloud at this point. You know, and then Ethereum guys might say, hey, it's not our fault. They might say, look at the Russell 2000. You know, it still hasn't broken the all-time high, showing you that there's some problem with like risk taking right now in the cycle, you know. And then if you go a step further, other people will say, oh, it's because the interest rates are tight. We're waiting for QE. You see what I mean, friends? Like everyone's in this together. You're just along the risk curve. But you don't know, man. Like if the market wants to, it can just front run it. It can front run it. You know, and in this cycle, okay, the things are tight. Yeah, but in 2017, Ethereum had no problem pumping. First cycle unicorn, they were hiking rates. Ethereum literally did a freaking 4,500x while they were hiking rates. You see? So it had absolutely no problems going up back then. It's just now it does. Just, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Where do we go now? Where do we go from here? I'm still going to be praying that altcoins turn around. What are we waiting for? What are you waiting for? Maybe it's David Sacks's nutsacks. Maybe you just got to flop them out and tell everybody, you know, golden age is here. You know, something interesting they said as well, which is pretty cool. They said when it comes to the golden age of US, they want to make it really nice for crypto people if you are established in the US of A and you've got like your altcoin and crypto stuff. And he says, once you got all the papers, if you're legit, and like it's probably going to give confidence to everyone. Like if you got that USA accreditation, you have that gold star. It's just going to be much better because like there's different rules and stuff that they've got to follow. Yeah, but what does that mean? Like you can't force people to hold, man. You know what are you going to do? Like we tried every game mechanic. It's not going to do shit. It ain't going to do anything. But you never know, friends. What they can do is like they can make less volatile products that get revenue streams. That's what it's all come down to. So a company might make a revenue stream, and instead of like paying it out to stockholders, they can just pay it out to their crypto. Yeah, that's something to think about. And hopefully this ushers in a big altcoin renaissance. Maybe it actually really is like a DeFi 2.0 season, gaming season, Bitcoin strategic reserve. I don't know. That's what we're pretty much. That's what like looking forward to the future. But you don't know when it's going to happen. You just got to get in. And I already know, friends, just by now as well. Because you've been waiting so long with me to feel good, it's been a freaking scam the whole time. You never want to touch another altcoin again. That's how everyone feels. If we get the standard 4-year cycle going up, nobody will want to leave. Nobody will want to leave because you've been suffering for such a long time. You're like, man, I don't want to leave now. You can't leave now. You're just getting started. Let's see what happens. Like, subscribe, bell button, all catch you soon.